Are you panicking?
You're stuck inside this
for the
thing.
first second, panic hits you.
Yeah.
You betcha. But then you realize, okay, I'm okay.
Yeah.
There
I can
is
eat my
air
way
in
out of
here.
this.
There is air in here, and I can get out of here.
Oh, man.
So the legs I got out from underneath the leg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sort of. And then I pushed I was just covered in blood.
Were heart and lungs out by now, or were still
No,
in
they're
there?
still in there.
Welcome to the Wilderness Wavelength Podcast.
Welcome to it. This is the Wilderness Wavelength Podcast. My name is George, Scott Sunderwald, as
Hey,
always.
great to be here, George.
We also welcome back our friend Jamie Merkel. Welcome to the show, Jamie.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All the way from Nelson, BC for this episode. Jamie's up. We're going to do some hunting tomorrow. And speaking of hunting, Scott, you want to introduce our special guest too?
Yeah, folks, if you could see this man, he's decked out in buckskin.
It's classy.
It's classy. A guy I've known for 20 years, Dave Robson. And Dave's an avid fisherman, hunter. He's worked with the Fish and Game Club for years. I met him at the Ice Fishing Derby years ago. He used to run the turkey shoot, which was a great fun. We would come home with turkeys after bringing the family out there. And he's a world record fisherman. He's got records for all sorts of fish, avid hunter. And he's a teller of great stories. He can spin a good yarn.
Yeah.
So we got lots to dive into here tonight.
Welcome to the show, David.
You betcha.
It's and when you're talking, just make sure your mic's right up there. Yeah. You brought your binder of pictures, which is something I got to start doing. You know, like every time I catch a fish or shoot an animal, I want like a picture album going around. That has some amazing pictures in there. Can we dive into the world record fish?
Sure. So I'll tell you, that's got a lot of pictures about me, So I use that even when I'm traveling. I was over in Australia for 3 months, or I was in Europe for, or I go to Myad or whatever. I'll pull that out.
It's like a resume.
Well, yeah. And what it does is it opens doors and opens people's minds, and they're verbal with you then. And, all the answers come out.
I love it.
They'll talk fish until you're blue in the face.
Yeah.
So, no, that helps to break the ice, as they say. So if you want to know something about fishing, who do you talk to?
Yeah.
Me? I talked to all the old people when I was like 13, 14 years old. I used to go to Art Dunn's place on the hill here and sit around and talk to people like Ben Myers or Joe Christoph or any of the old people that come into the sports shop and learned. So what it comes down to is I'm trying to be, in my hunting and fishing, is scientific and analytical.
Wow. Okay.
So I try and figure out, where are the fish going to be and why. And I also happen to be 28 years of Fish and Game's fish chair.
Yeah.
So it helps a little bit, but no. So, and then bushcraft is like Scott does. I mean, I learned from taking courses, Fish and Game. I did in junior forest wardens. I was a gold treer, so I got taught all the bushcraft around this area.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then now I'm 70 years old, so I am the old guy.
Yeah. You're
So
teaching everyone
some of these
else.
stories are stories, but they're also tips.
Yeah, so Dave, I remember you, and this goes way back. It might be about 20 years ago. We were actually on a TV station together. You might not remember this, but you hauled in your giant world record northern pike.
Right.
The thing looked like a barracuda. Why don't you tell us that story? How big was it? How did you catch it?
So March 1st, I was out to a lake with my future brother-in-law. At the time I wasn't married, but we went to Fickle Lake on the Edson Rob Road. And the reason why I went it is Joe Christoph caught I forget what it was, and took Alberta record with a pike out there. Mm-hmm. And Vic Warbitz and the old guys of town had talked about this lake. I talked to the native that nets the lake and he said about 40-pound pike was what he caught.
40
So I
pound.
went out there using sort of like a tip-up.
Yeah.
We had the line run over to my hole because my brother-in-law was tired of fishing. He said, no, I didn't want to fish. So I ran the spool over by my hole, and I just had the line on a spool and stuck down a smelt. And sure enough, bang, in the middle of a blizzard. I'd already got stuck for an hour to get out on the lake and then got the truck off the lake and then walked back out 200 yards.
What month was this?
March 1st.
Oh,
1985.
March. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Huh. And when you say a smelt, did you have the two treble hooks on, like
Yeah,
one
you
on the head,
betcha.
one on the tail?
Yeah, you betcha.
And were you down deep
rig.
or fairly shallow? What?
I was in about 6 feet of water.
Okay.
So there's a drop off between 5 and 6 feet sort of thing. And I was on that drop off. And usually catch some nice sized whites in Fickle Lake, 4 or 5 pounds, some of them. And they're good eating, really good. They used to be netted, that lake. And actually, Mrs. Copus got a fish that took Alberta 1 year from there too, a lake whitefish.
Okay.
So I actually got some videos. If you go on Speckle 55 on YouTube, there's some videos of some pretty big, nice whites that I got a camera down there. Now the key with the camera is to use a small head, so you're not freaking the fish out with a big, one of those. Anyhow, I have a small AquaView. And it takes it, and you'll see those videos of the fish.
So you hooked this pike. It must have been taking out the line like crazy.
Unbelievable. It went out, and then it wouldn't move for 20 minutes. I had to shake out arms and then start with the other arm.
Yeah.
And then shake that arm out, and keep working this. And all of a sudden, it just started coming. Oh, it's coming. Okay, so I'm just throwing line out on the because the initial run, he said my brother-in-law said something took the line. I said, okay, don't touch nothing, just leave it, and it's taking line a little bit. So I got over there. By the time I got over there, it still was taking out line, and then it stopped.
Yeah.
So for me, through my experience, was let it eat it.
Yeah.
So he's got to turn it and then take it in his mouth, then set the hook.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I waited, and then he started to move away again, and then I set that hook like I was fishing marlin. You know what I mean?
Now, did you have like a 10-inch hole? Like how big was how big was this pike? How heavy?
32
length?
pounds 5 ounces, and it was 47 and a half inches long.
So probably filled that whole 10-inch.
And the time of the year, being a female, it had eggs probably in it that were close to being spawned in March or in February or May. I mean, it would be spawned, right? So and then she took an hour to get her in again. She made 5 runs past the hole, around the hole, where she wouldn't even come near the hole type thing. And then I'd get her into the hole sort of and start. No, she'd back out. Way she'd go again around. And in the meantime, I had to take the ice spoon and knock the line out of the ice, because what's happening is your line's cutting in.
Right.
You think the fish is over here, but it's over there. You know what I mean? So if you don't knock that line out, pretty soon that line will start getting frayed because it's not moving.
Well, what pound test are you using?
I was using 15-pound test.
What?
Yeah.
And you hauled in a 32
Yeah.
pound pike? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was a fight. And then I got her into the hole, and then when she came into the hole, I sort of said, Scott, look out, because Scott was in the tent with me sort of thing, and he backed up a bit in the doorway and looked in. And then I brought her up, and when she came up out of the water, she, of course, opened her mouth up. Wide open. And then he freaked out and got rid of the thing, and I just reached in and grabbed her by the gills, and flipped her out on the ice, and then I let out one of the primeval yells, it was cool. So then the thing is to get the fish, because I lost weight with the brook trout I caught, in June of '84, and I knew that you're losing weight when you got it out. I had to rush it to the scales as quick as I could. So the old sled came out, threw that on, run it to the truck, and then back out the 200 yards, grabbed all the tent and stuff. My brother-in-law standing there like, what?
You're running away.
I said, let's go. Go.
So you had to get it officially weighed. Where did you have to go to?
I had to go to Super A's in Edson, I think it is.
Yeah.
Edson Foods or whatever it was.
And they just had a butcher
they had
scale
an actual,
or something.
Beam scale, legal for trade and certified every year or whatever.
You knew that point that this was pretty special one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I didn't realize it was a world record yet. I didn't even know about the world records. So meanwhile, that brook trout, if it had been registered in 2-3 months of being a world record, it'd be in both books. So now it's only in one book, which is a Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame in Hayward, Wisconsin, which is for North America.
Okay.
And it does have some international records, but then the IGFA. So I found out about IGFA when I caught the pike, because the pike would have been a record too for 15-pound test line at that time or something close.
Yeah.
So, but I got it registered in the Hayward, and it lasted for 21 years. And then Gerald Tadchuk, a guy from town here, beat me.
Oh yeah.
With a 33-pound 2-ounce pike.
Same lake?
No, I think he was a 48. But so then he He's now the world record holder for, and now for me it was line and spool, but they put me down in rod. So like ice fishing rod, which is short, too short for IGFA.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they in IGFA you have to use a full class rod or fly rod to have the record.
I remember going, like, just speaking of fickle, like I remember going to a fishing derby. That was like one of my first fishing memories. I was probably like 5 maybe, and caught a fish, and it was 6-incher. And
So
I got a hook.
I got a story for you. So I got my son at 1 year old, my number 2 son Nathan, on my knee, and we're at a derby, and I'm sort of helping out with a derby. I ran it for 28 years after.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
It continued to help, and I had him on my knee, and he's got my line. And he's, okay, he's got the line, no big deal. So I'm talking away to one of your buddies, Fish Wildlife or something, or some other guys. And all of a sudden, I felt sort of a jerk on my line.
Make sure your mic's right in front.
Yeah, so I felt a jerk on the line, and then I looked at the boy, and he's got the line. Okay, well, no big deal. Yeah. And then I'm talking, and I felt another jerk, and I looked over at the boy, and then I looked below him to look at the line to see if the line would tighten up. Geez, the line's tighten up. I said, he's got a fish, for Pete's sake. I pulled it up, and the girl from the paper is right there.
Yeah.
So she got a story in a picture
cool.
in the
Awesome.
journal.
Yeah.
Or in Hinton.
So the pike isn't your only record fish. You've got a brook trout, whitefish. Am I missing anything else?
Well, yeah. So the brook trout was the first one, and it was 12 pound, 13 ounce at Moline Lake in June.
Look at that picture in the book there, Scott. It's like
I saw it. It was massive.
Huge.
And bright
it's
red.
number 2 in the books, and 29 and a half inches long or whatever. And at the time I weighed it on a hand scale, it weighed 14.2, but it was a spring hand scale, so I couldn't. And then I kept it in all of the water for 2.5, 3 hours by the time I hit Jasper to a certified scale.
You didn't stuff lead weights in there like some of those American guys do?
I have time for fishing, and you know what I mean, to get the fish recognized. Other than that, I don't have time for games.
Yeah. That's amazing. A brook trout, how big? Almost 14 pounds?
Yeah, 12 pounds, 13 ounces by the time I weighed it.
Wow.
I held it up at the after an hour and a half on the bottom of the boat, bouncing around for a bit or whatever, and then I pulled it up at the Spirit Island, and Russell Ruddy's dad went and got a camera and took a picture of it. So the first picture of it, the gills are broken. And the blood is running down her side. So I lost the Alberta record by 1 ounce.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should save that blood.
I should have saved it, put it in a plastic bag, which I had.
Yeah.
Or even in a sweater or something, kept the slime on it and everything else.
So,
So
we
let
want
me
to know your secrets, man. Did you catch it on a fly, or what did you use there?
I did, actually, yeah. I caught on a wobbler, Williams wobbler, at about 4 feet behind that. Well, you can see it in the picture, is the fly. And it was a green dock spratley, actually. I got 2 fish in 11 days that were over 10-pound brook trout, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
How did
in
you
1979, I got a guy from Jasper who had gone up there for 40 years. That's what he told me. And he said he got 1, 2, maybe 3 chances in your lifetime you're going to get a chance at a big brook trout.
Yeah.
Well, that 1 year I got 2 chances, and I saw both of them. You know what I mean? So
how did the hook not straighten out with a fish that size?
Because you got 8-pound test line, you have to have your line set.
Yeah.
So that's why the brook trout fight took an hour and a half. And actually, the male brook trout, which my ex had lost, she thought she lost. She fought it for 45 minutes. It made 6 runs to the boat. Were like salmon from Lake Ontario or from BC.
Yeah.
The BC salmon, when they make that run where you reel can't keep up to the run back to the boat. Mm-hmm. So so that was in 11 days. I got into 2 big brook trout that were
8-pound test. I'm amazed it didn't rip
Both
the
of them
line.
were on
So you had
test.
super light drag on that.
But my Roba reel was blown. It had plastic gears. I blew it after the second fish. Just after that, it calved.
See, that's the fishing story you need. Is like I blew my rod up because my fish was too big.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I haven't run into that problem yet.
Burned up the gears
on Moline
that
River.
thing.
He's got a 7-pound rainbow on Moline River.
Yeah.
And my kid's rod, and it was taped together to the handle to hold it on, and it fell off. So the handle's on the ground, the reel's on the ground, and he's got the rod. He throws that away, grabs the line, and he pulls up the bank this 7-pound rainbow.
Wow.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
Last year, I got a story for you though. Last year I was up on Moline Lake with my boy, and I was catching fish, and I decided, okay, I'm done. I'm going to keep the next brook trout I get. So I get just a pound and a half brook trout. I'm done. So then I passed my rod to my boy, the fly rod. I said, you use it. No. I said, yeah, you use it. So he's using it, and he's fighting fish, and he caught 2 or 3 fish first, and he was catching up. Dad was at 11, he was at 3 or something. And he went on to get 8 fish at least in that day with my rod, but he got a double header with 1 fly.
Wow. He
said, Dad, look, there's a rainbow chasing my rainbow.
Yeah.
And there's another one. I said, well, put it in. I'll put the net in. You bring it.
Yeah.
So he brought it, and I went like this, and I got 2 rainbows. and the boat's right there watching. In the meantime, awesome. He said, you're showing off, Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the boats knew that I was on the lake, right? The guys knew because the tour guides.
Yeah.
So there was 40 people at least, or 60 people there watching when he got a double header.
Wow.
On 1 fly.
That's cool.
And it was an orange woolly bugger. So
orange woolly bugger.
Experiences.
Orange woolly bugger. There you write these down.
And you know, with fishing is the losses, the ones you get by the boat, or you
always,
get the net
right?
just about on it. And
yeah.
Well, that male brook trout, I had the net, and I slapped the net on the water to spook it, to get it to run, to get the last bit of energy out of it. Came up to the top of the water, and the tail was just about on the top. I was reaching with the net a little bit. It wanted to go. I had the rod high. I had changed the tension on the rod. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have just left it, put the rod tip. When it wanted to go, it would have pulled, but it would have kept pressure on. I didn't keep the pressure on. I let the rod go loose. The hook floated out away. The brook trout didn't even know it was off. I didn't have the rod I had, or the net I have now, or I would have got him. Watched him swim down to the bottom. You want to talk about broken heart?
I imagine.
Okay, guys,
you're reliving that one. Yeah,
that's fishing. And if you're not ready for that, don't go fishing.
And you caught a world or a record whitefish as well, right? At Talbot.
Yes, I caught quite a few. Actually, what happened is the Fishing Geeks, which is a local phenomenon, big fish, a 48-pound rainbow. The brother got a 43-pound 2 years earlier or something, and Sean and Adam came out. They got the bug into me looking world records because they were breaking, and they still are breaking records. Mm-hmm. And I decided I could go get whitefish. So I was talking to one of your guys, Adam Jalabert, who's a Fish and Wildlife officer.
No, I knew Adam.
And he happened to tell me he fished with me out here on Greg and did some. He's a serious fisherman, that guy.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be really, really good when he gets older. But anyhow, he told me about bloodworms, that he was seeing bloodworms in the whitefish because they're doing their surveys and that. And I realized, but I never really used the bloodworm that much. Mm-hmm. So I tried the bloodworm, and geez, didn't it bang them? Just started nailing them.
It's a San Juan worm, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Or the other one. I got another one from Jasper, a little bit smaller. It's a beaded, like a 5-bead red bead with a gold bead on the end.
Yeah.
And it just worked dynamite on the whites. You had to be patient. It's like any fishing. There's, the 3 P's, right? Patience, persistence, and perseverance. Mm-hmm. So if you're not willing to sit there and wait, like the guy out here on Wildman Lake is doing right now, he's a Filipino, I think he is, but he's a master. He can wait, and he's taught these other guys, and that's where this comes in, is you have to listen to what the older guys said the same way I listened to them in 1965 or 68 or whatever, and then take that and use that information. It's like hunting.
Yeah.
You go out hunting your first time, there's those 5 stages, just like fishing. It's like, wow, I'm here, I'm doing it. And then you get one, and you're like, oh, my God. And the second year, you get another one a little bit bigger or whatever, and you, oh, my God, I'm really good. and then you start going into trophy hunting a bit, and then you go back, where you're only looking for a specific deer. And then at the end, when you and I are, we just want to go and enjoy.
Well, you're looking for some good steaks is what
I
you're
do,
looking
but
for.
I'm not looking. I'm looking at that. That's a beef, right?
Yeah.
And I got to get so many steaks. How many steaks?
Yeah.
So back to the whitefish. How heavy was it again?
Those ones. Those were only like 5-pounders.
Talbot.
Just 4 to 5 pounders.
That's a good whitefish.
So I was catching them, and I'd get one day I got like a dozen. So actually 13, and caught and released them, and then. I'd get 7 in a row without using the indicator as like a bobber to put your hook at a certain depth, cast it out there, and then leave it sit. And the key is to leave it sit, and then you sit. So you got to be quiet. So if you go down in your boat, and I just proved it, and then you stand up, all of a sudden you got a school around you, and you got whitefish everywhere. They're all 4 or 5 pounders, even some. There's a 10-pounder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but you have to be patient.
Huh.
And when I have an injury, I really learned that even in the bush. So the patience part is to go somewhere and do like you do with your bow in a stand or a ground blind or somewhere, and sit where you can watch. And that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for generations and centuries.
So Talbot had a major die-off because the lake got too hot. Have you seen whitefish since then? I see pike, but not
I'll
much
tell you
whitefish.
what. You got real-time lightning? Mm-hmm. You use it. You forestry people, you use it.
Right.
So when you look and the lightning hits Cache Lake, what happens to Cache Lake? What happened to Graveyard Lake 10 years ago? That die-off.
Lightning
seen it in the
strike,
spring.
Electrical shock.
Yeah.
fried them all.
Well, I don't know. I just was watching this year and it hit Cache Lake.
Yeah.
Dead hit. Bingo. I went, oh my God, there you go. That'll fry a few.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, makes
well,
sense.
electroshock fishery only, you're talking how much volts?
Yeah, straight from the heavens.
So how'd those 2 guys in Montana get died? Or Colorado, there you go. How'd they die?
Yeah, they were underneath the tree or something, and zapped.
Lightning hit the ground
Oh,
Yeah.
20 feet away.
I know all about lightning, man. I've been struck, so I have a lot of respect for it.
Oh,
but
me too. When there's lightning, anybody listening, if you don't get off the lake, you're a fool.
Yeah.
You are totally a fool.
Yeah, you're dodging bullets.
But what if
I
you're
hooked
hooked onto a
get
13-pound brown trout, though?
What?
What if you're hooked onto a giant fish?
I don't care.
You getting out?
You're getting off.
Cut the line?
You know, I watched one of our MLA, ex-MLA, Robin, in that. He had to go to some meeting somewhere. He had to go.
Yeah.
I don't go. No, I'm off.
Jamie, what's the longest you've fought with a fish for?
Oh, not very long, actually. No, I just catch the small ones.
Yeah.
I caught a pretty small one this year.
Hour and a half catching the record pike. Is that like the longest you think you fought with a fish?
No, the brook trout.
Brook trout, yeah.
Yeah, and then ex-wife, she fought that the male brook trout we lost about 45 minutes, and then I fought that pike about an hour.
Yeah.
And but I was just over in where was it there? New Zealand.
Okay.
And I got a 25-inch brown trout.
Wow.
So the first fish, I got a little rainbow first cast.
Yeah.
And this is a story I'd like to listen to because when you go fishing, you've got to learn, but you've also got to teach if you know.
Yeah.
So I go up the stream, wander up the stream from that hole, and there's another creek coming in, and we go by that. There's nothing there. I'm looking and there's maybe something I saw move, but nothing big, eh? So I go back upstream and we go up the river further, and I can see brown trout laying there, and there's one brown trout laying there. So I cast and cast with this fly the guy put on, and bingo, I got it on. I'm fighting it. It goes up past, there's a island of a little bit of trees there in the water. The river's a little swollen a bit. And he comes over, grabs the rod, takes the waves from everything, loses the fish. I said, I've got 16 world records. You don't need to touch the rod. I know what I'm doing. I think I've done this before.
Not my first fish.
Yeah, not my first fish.
Yeah.
So then I go back and I'm casting, and it came back. One of them came back. There was 2 or 3 of them there. One of them came back. But you know what you're doing when you're walking around out there in the water and that? You're chumming downstream.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but you're chumming downstream. So everything downstream that's laying there, just like in the 70s or wherever, when one person lights up a cigarette, it's instant.
Yeah.
So when one starts feeding, even though it's not feeding time,
They're all like, hey, it's
it's
time.
free food. It's going by. I got to
Let's
get it.
go.
It's opportunist.
Yeah.
So we went back down. I tell you, I caught that 25-inch brown trout, got my picture, and then I jumped out of a plane at 18,500 and fell for 75 seconds free fall.
Jeez.
You know what I was thinking? Keep your mouth shut. You're going to lose your false teeth.
How old were you when you did that?
Just last year, 2 years ago.
Wow.
But anyhow, the thing was, is I want to get to you, is we walked back down to that hole where those 2 creeks met.
Yeah.
Beautiful hole. There's now 5 or 6 rainbows in that hole that are, anywhere from 1.5 pounds to say 3.5 pounds.
Yeah.
I didn't fish for them. I was done.
Yeah.
I wanted to go jump out of an airplane, and he asked me, he said, "You have anything to say?" I said, "Yeah, goodbye."
Yeah.
So you walking downstream on purpose just to chum it, stir it up a bit?
So yeah, when you go to the Berlin, whoops, I'm not supposed to say that.
Yeah, Scott, before we even turn on the mic, Scott's like, people get mad when we give too many locations.
So let's just say
just say Maxwell Lake.
No,
when you go to Maxwell.
Any river,
I disagree with Scott on this one, though, David.
any
Like,
river where
I'm
there's
good
ruffles,
with this.
or it's a smaller river, so creeks, rivers, anything like that.
Yeah.
When you go upstream, don't forget to come back down.
Right.
Because what you've done is you've chummed the whole river. It's like when a herd of elk goes across.
Yeah.
Those fish turn opportunists.
Yeah.
And they feed, they get food, everything's good.
Yeah.
So anyhow, that's one of the tips.
Yeah,
that was something. I can't remember who I was talking to. It was someone in the office. I said, "Oh yeah, David's coming on the episode." I said, "Oh yeah,"
but
David like gives away fishing tips, and you say how you caught him with the hook and everything. And
but you know something? Don't do what I did in Australia. Don't travel using YHA, Youth Hostels of Association or whatever.
Okay.
Because there's more girls over there and stuff for you young guys. Oh my God.
We're not just getting fishing tips
Yeah,
here
well,
tonight,
that's
boys.
fishing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, different kinds of fishing tips.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead, Scott.
I do have 3 would you rathers that are dedicated to fishing. I thought I might.
Well, let's do those, and then we'll dive into mine later.
Okay.
Yeah, because we still got to talk hunting. And wait, before we do that, shout out to Jamie. He's brought one of my favorite scotches of all time, Lagavulin, 16-year, so good. I know we've done a couple scotch nights.
Tasty,
so
Jamie.
If you're listening, it's a dive in the deep end, nice and peaty, but man, it
bites every time you take a sip.
Well, I got a smooth finish off that. I really like it. So thanks, Jamie.
Oh, my
That's-
pleasure. I'm here to bring the scotch and listen to the stories.
Oh, man.
I just want to hear them all from David.
Well,
so.
Dave's full of fishing tips, so you just sponge it up. Sponge it up.
exactly.
All right, let's dive into these would you rathers.
Okay, I was just checking. I put a poll up here too. So the first question was, would you rather winter fishing or summer fishing? So think about that for a second. Our votes online are 67% say summer fishing, 33 winter fishing. What's your preference, David? Winter fishing, summer? If you like being out on the ice, or
Well, I'm 70 years old. I do both.
yeah. What's your favorite though? Do you got a favorite?
Fishing.
Just fishing year round. Yeah.
Fishing.
You hate the time of year when
I took
the
my
ice is
boys.
melting off.
This is my 46th year camping at Moline Lake. And
Yeah.
I give away the lake name, but it's 14 and a half miles long. Good luck.
Yeah.
310 feet deep. Yeah.
46 years in a row?
Yes, camping. And they've been up there since about 4 years old. It was the youngest one. And then the other one was 6. And then
love it.
I brought the youngest one at 4 years old too.
Johnny and I have started a father and son annual camping trip. We each got little boys, so we're 2 years in right now, but we're working to get to 46
You know,
years,
it's unreal when they took me this year and they baby dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm older. I can't do what I used to be able to do. But we switched to lithium batteries too, which is a big change in weight factor.
Okay.
But no, they dude me, which is nice. I love it.
It makes it easy.
And they still live together. They're still, grown men now and everything. So yeah, life is good.
It's nice to have that.
I got an injury, but I'm alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
no,
kicking.
that's what you want. I had the same thing, raised 6 kids, of course, 4 boys. So I remember the years where they were trying to keep up with me, and now I'm like the old guy, and I'm like, just if we go for a mountain hike, put the old guy in front. I'm setting the pace. But I'm already getting to that stage where they're taking care of me, whether it's chainsawing or hauling the deer out of the bush, right?
Yeah. My boy Nathan, he did grab Grandpa's last deer at 75, and pulled it out. I brought him as soon as school was over. I went and grabbed him and brought it out, and it was unreal. I still remember that to this day.
Yeah. So George, summer fishing or ice fishing?
I like ice fishing because like you're in the lake and you can look in and you see the fish swim by. Like that's always exciting for me. Summer fishing, I mean, just sitting on the river too is a good time. I'm gonna go summer fishing. My favorite. What about you, Scott?
Man, I saw that. I just couldn't choose. It was like choosing a favorite child. Like they're so different, but I love them for different reasons.
Yeah.
As you said, the cool thing about ice fishing, especially when you're in a tent and you can look down, it's like you're into this underwater world.
Yeah.
And you just get immersed. And winter's long here, days are short. It's such a great way to spend your winters, to come home and have these adventures.
Yeah.
Get the odd muskrat coming up
come
the
up the
hole.
hole, you bet.
All sorts of. You never know what's going to come
You never
by,
know.
right? It's like sitting at the gambler table. I'm not a gambler, but man, I think that would be the same sort of appeal as you're sitting there and you never know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I've had them up the hole. I call it the flip-flop. I'm 70 years old. I've been fishing, ice fishing since I've been 14 or somewhere around there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I still lose them. Flip-flop. What? Like, not again.
And then down the hole and you get both arms down, you're soaked to your armpits.
Oh, yeah, everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you think you would know, right? But you don't. It's called fishing. It's not called eating fish or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Good luck.
What do you think, Jamie? Winter, summer?
I've been winter fishing or ice fishing one time, and I really enjoyed it. If you get a nice setup,
Yeah.
I think it's really
That's the
good.
key.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
If you're comfortable, then do it.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. If you don't have a good setup, you're just not comfortable, and then it's
I remember being in the sleeping bag, laying down a tarp sort of thing on the sleeping bag
Yeah.
on top and another sleeping bag over your head. But nowadays, with the tents they have nowadays,
Tents and heaters.
yeah,
it's
I use a heater
pretty
too.
cushy.
Yeah, you betcha. I got one 2 years ago, a 7-pound Lake White that took Alberta.
What was the weight on that?
7 pounds.
Nice.
Wow.
26 and some inches long.
That would have filled the hole too. I lost.
It did.
I lost
But I
one
use 8-inch hole now.
right at the hole last year.
Isn't
You
that
know, the
unreal?
little wire worm. The thing was a hog, and I was
Yeah.
fighting it forever.
Yeah.
And just on the corner of the lip, and I had a bad feeling. And sure
I got
enough,
some pictures that
Yeah.
that are in that book and online on Speckle 55 or my name that show you how they're just barely hooked.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
such a
But-
soft lip.
But
right?
that really makes it
You're
really
delicate.
shows whether or not you're a fisherman.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, I went to Jarvis anyhow.
Tell us the lakes, Dave. I don't mind you
And
mentioning lakes.
I just say Maxwell Lake. You know, that's
and
my
I'm fishing, and you look over and you say, "Geez, that's a 4-pounder."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been judging fish like for quite a while, so I look over and have a reasonable idea, and I get into both the 4 and 4.5 pounder, the first two fish, first fish of the year, the opening day, May 15th or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And on the fly rod, and I lost both of them.
Yeah.
I got 4 fish that I brought home. They're over 2 pounds, you know what I mean? Nice ones.
Yeah.
But no.
Those big guys.
Yeah. So
That brings me to this next question, which I think will tie in good with this, because, you have some world records. So would you rather catch one trophy-sized fish all day or catch dozens of smaller fish?
I've gone to that final stage
Yeah.
where I just like to be out.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter to me. Like, it was fun to have my boy catching all those fish, this year. It was 2 days before his birthday. He's
Yeah.
on the 6th of June. I'm on the 13th. And, but to see that excitement in other people's eyes.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why we ran the Derby, the fish Derby, for 28 years out of Jarvis in that area.
Yeah.
And Greg.
You guys
And,
bringing it back again sometime soon?
it takes a special group of people, and at that time there was a special. Now they're more concentrating on teaching archery and stuff. Lots of
Okay.
archery going on right now, which is good
Yeah.
for the club. The fishermen are still there, but there's still family day fishing on that weekend,
Yeah.
so you can still go fishing anytime you want.
Yeah, I love the family, but I just haven't
I
seen
lent
like,
out tents, I lent out fishing stuff, I drilled holes, for everybody or whatever.
yeah.
And yeah, it's a fun sport. But so summertime. I mean, when you go camping with the family and go fishing,
Oh, yeah.
it's every boy's dream to do what I've done.
Yeah.
And yeah, so get out there. That's the main thing. Even hunting. I just went for a drive yesterday with my brother. We saw 10 grouse.
Yeah.
Saw a bull moose.
Which road?
Yeah, north of town. Yeah.
What do you think, Jamie? One trophy-sized fish all day, world record, close to world record, or dozens of smaller fish?
Well, for me, definitely trophy. I want to get recognized.
Yeah.
For
So I shook off 4 fish that day, and it was 4 fish for Doug,
Yeah.
2 fish for Jeff, and Dave had 0. I said, I don't want anything other than what I had on 11 days earlier.
Yeah.
I want one fish that bends that rod over and it stays bent over. And wow, thank you, Lord.
It worked out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, totally. Wow.
How about you, Scott?
Man, I'm going with the world record fish, and I'm driving straight to Dave's house just to do some bragging rights.
Oh, yeah.
I had a few friends. I had one friend that Bob, I asked him if he wanted to come. He's sort of kicking himself a little bit. He could have been there too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What did you do with those fish? You got them mounted?
They're mounted, and they're in the Provincial Museum now. Their
cool.
ownership is with the Provincial Museum.
Awesome.
I got them appraised for insurance reasons, and the brook trout's worth $25,000, and the pike is worth $15,000 as world record.
Wow.
That's Chicago appraisers in Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
They do big game mounts and stuff.
Wow.
So I have a question. I know Cabela's, they take replicas.
Yeah.
Do you have any replicas in any
No,
stores?
but I talked to them about that. Yeah, I did talk to them about that. They said you should come in and do a seminar type thing.
Yeah.
And I don't really like, you know what I mean? I like to go fishing.
Yeah.
But nowadays, with a lot of fishing mounts, they're mostly just painted. Like they have a mold and
Sure.
they paint
You
it.
just take a measurement. So
you take a measurement and they
girth.
but you
betcha.
have the actual skin and
Yes.
fins and
actually,
everything.
David Donald, from a fisheries biologist from Canada,
Yeah.
he did stomach sample everything and analyzed the fish. It actually was 13 years old, which was unheard of, I think. It sort of shocked the fishing world that they could get that old.
Wow.
But it was 13 years old.
Well,
And
you know, sometimes
female.
I've caught whitefish, Dave. I've caught whitefish that
now
are-
those whitefish are really old.
and really big ones, and you can see jaw marks on a 4 or 5 pound whitefish from a pike that bit it. And these jaw marks are nearly the size of the whole belly. Like, so there's some
so let's put it this
monsters in
way:
there.
a big pike, 1/3 of the body weight.
Yeah, they'll swallow it.
Yeah, and same thing with a bull trout. A bull trout will eat like unbelievable. I got a bull trout eating a whitefish that's bigger than the bull trout, but he's got it down in his mouth,
Yeah.
and he's trying to eat it. I couldn't believe it, but
The other thing I find often is you'll catch whitefish with either osprey or bald eagle claws
sure.
in the back.
So I've been sitting on Talbot and watched that happen. A bald eel came in and hit, and you know what he did? He just walked ashore using his wings to pull himself forward.
Yeah.
Up on the bank, ripped the guts out, went to the nest.
Huh.
I went and looked at it, left the fish there, type thing, and then yeah, and then when I'd find fish, you know how sometimes they die in the lake for whatever reason.
Right.
I'll take them to shore and put them up on a thing to see if the eagle. He wouldn't come get it.
No, he wanted fresh fish.
Yeah, he wanted fresh fish. Yeah.
Cool. Well, Dave, you've got, I mean, we could talk hunting all night, but you've got, fishing all night, but you got hunting stories as well. We got to hear, the rumor is that you've been stuck inside a moose like Luke Skywalker inside a tauntaun. So let's hear the story.
So I don't know how many of you guys out there or ladies out there have got into a 700-pound moose dressed, but they're big. They're like a cow.
Yeah.
So I was out there by myself. It was a long, long shot. We won't talk about that. But what we will talk about is I had it jammed up on the thigh with a log.
Okay.
And another one sort of holding it there. And rather than break the brisket, which is what you should have done in the first place, but I was young.
Yeah.
I went up inside the cavity to take the heart out
Yeah.
and the lungs, and I'm in there, and the leg falls over.
Were you hunting solo? This is all solo?
I was hunting solo, yeah,
Yeah.
you betcha. And I hunt solo quite a bit.
Yeah, I do too. I've gotten in trouble, but anyway.
Yeah, me too. Everybody gets mad at me now. Yeah, but no, that's if you're a hunter, that's the way to hunt.
You're far more stealthy.
Oh yeah, you betcha. So I got it down, and I had to turn over inside the cavity. Turn over to get and push. I had to use the stomach to push the brisket up.
Are you panicking?
You're stuck inside this
for the
thing.
first second, panic hits you.
Yeah.
You betcha. But then you realize, okay, I'm okay.
Yeah.
There
I can
is
eat my
air
way
in
out of
here.
this.
There is air in here, and I can get out of here.
Oh man.
So the legs I got out from underneath the leg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, sort of. And then I pushed so yeah, I was just covered in blood.
Were heart and lungs out by now, or were they still
No,
in
they're
there?
still in there. They're still in there. Yeah. So then I opened up the brisket a bit, you know what I mean, and got it out of there. Now I do the brisket. I mean, there's only one way to do a moose.
Yeah.
Do it the proper way.
So you're
it.
soaked in blood and grizzly bears all around.
Oh yeah, everywhere out there. Yeah, this is yeah.
You tell the story. You came back, saw your girlfriend.
I come back to town and I lived in a trailer court and the girls are up. You know, the same age girls, 18 to 20 years old. I'm 22 or 24, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And they're at the place. There's 3 of them there, and I walk in the door and I've just got caked hair because the blood's all dried and it's all over my shirt and my face, sort of thing. And I said, I just got in a car accident. There's people and pieces. You wouldn't believe it, man. There are 4 cars got thrown out on the ground. And my buddy is laughing away. I went into to have a shower or whatever. He says, no, he went hunting.
Wow.
But they came over for a moose roast. We cooked up a moose roast for him, and it was really, really good, unbelievably good.
How'd you get the moose out of the bush by yourself? Did you quarter it?
So I had a guy I worked with I think at the mine I worked with him, and he had an Argo.
Oh, okay.
So I went and got the trailer, took the Argo out there, and it tilt trailer, everything, dropped the Argo off, drove off to the cut where it was gutted and everything else laying there, brought it back. He had a moose winch in the back of his truck, a hand one.
Handy.
I winched up and in, hooked the trailer back on, dropped it, drove it on, drove home. Yeah, 720 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, otherwise you're quartering it up, doing hikes with that on your
and
shoulder.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't done that, you're not a moose
I've
hunter.
done that, yeah. It ain't fun.
No. Now I have the T, the Model T or whatever it is. It goes in your receiver and it comes up like a hangman's T, and it just winch it up off the ground, skin it with it. I sit on a stool and skin
that
the
works
thing
pretty
out.
good, eh?
Oh, it works awesome.
Yeah.
I don't got to do nothing. And then what you do,
I gotta add that to my
and then
kit.
what you do, and rather than you only take a leg with the tail on it and the evidence of sex, that's the only thing that you got left. Everything else is deboned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in trays. And if you bring ice pack, like I bring those frozen ice packs with me, you just throw the ice pack in the tray with it, and then it's cooling down, and then age it, bring it out. When you age it, you can bring it out of the fridge, leave it in your fridge for 10 days if you want.
Yeah. So before we move off of the moose guy stuck in the moose story, who remembers which Star Wars movie Luke Skywalker was in the Tauntaun overnight? What was the name of the movie? Bonus point if you remember what year that movie was made.
You got me. I
Oh man,
remember that.
you got it.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys remember which movie? He's freezing.
It's Empire or something, right?
You got it.
Yeah.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
He's freezing to death. Luke Skywalker cuts open the Tauntaun, slides
It was
inside.
definitely hot.
Yeah.
And
78.
oh, you're close, man. Any other guesses?
78. Yeah, it was early 70s even. 75.
How about you there?
79.
You're closer. It was 1980.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. If you want to
you
see
go.
Dave Robson in the Moose,
Yeah.
go rent that movie, and you'll get a look at it.
Pretty hot, pretty steamy. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Lots of panic at first.
That's hilarious.
On a real chilly night, Scott, would you crawl into a moose?
Oh,
and,
no, you got one of my would you rather questions. Now, I'm going to have to, okay, because you cracked it, I'm going to give this, we'll come back to some.
Okay.
Would you rather have to survive a cold winter night sleeping inside a fresh moose carcass or stay warm and lose a toe to stay warm or lose a toe to frostbite? So you're either climbing in that moose all night, you're covered in blood, the stench, but you're alive.
Yeah.
Or you sleep outside the moose, but you're going to lose a toe.
Which toe?
Yeah, any toe of your choosing.
Okay, any toe.
Any toe of your choosing, yeah.
I never
I'd
really
be
liked that
into
fourth
moose.
toe.
Yeah,
I'd be in the moose. It wasn't that bad.
You do the moose. You
Yeah,
kind
I
of
would
liked
do
it.
the moose.
Yeah.
You betcha.
I'd be a little worried with the moose, like, you
It
know,
lasts
like
at least 5 hours.
grizzlies coming up,
Oh.
wolves coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
There's going to be a few critters.
If you're an outdoors person, you always have a knife.
Yeah.
Now, there's stories around, and you've read them about, people killing bears with knives.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
The guy just punched a bear, and he died of a heart attack.
The bear or the guy?
The guy did. 2 weeks later, or 2 months later, just the other day.
Yeah.
The grizzly bear attacked him, chewed him all up, marked his face up, scarred him all
yeah,
up,
he died. Yeah,
and he died of a heart attack.
Oh,
But
wow.
he fought the bear.
Jeez.
But yeah,
Wild.
being inside a moose, a grizz comes. You're almost like, what do they do? Where they stuff the duck in the turkey?
Yeah, turducken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A double whammy. So, what are you doing?
Man, I'm kind of attached to my toes. I'd probably set up in the moose, I guess.
Well, do you want to lose your toes or lose your entire life to a bear?
Yeah, I do feel like it could be a little haunting too, though. I'd wake up, in a few years and be like smelling moose blood all over
So
me.
if you're really that way about it, then just take the hide off and curl up in the hide.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So this is elk hide, actually,
Yeah.
and it's split
That-
elk hide.
That jacket?
Yeah, I got a moose hide one at home that's leather,
Yeah.
Nice.
but
yeah.
it's vermilion. It's like it weighs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's windproof. like totally. So if you want to keep the heat in, take the hide off.
Take the hide off.
Yeah,
bit of work though if there's a blizzard. How about you, Jamie? What are you doing? Losing a toe?
No.
No?
I'd stay in the moose for sure.
Yeah.
Just
no choice, really.
I lost a toenail and I'm still suffering from that, so I'm definitely staying in the moose. I've been covered in deer elk blood before. It ain't so bad. Cool. Now, Dave, you were on a recent turkey hunt and a pronghorn hunt. We haven't really dived into that much on this podcast. So tell us about that.
Jamie's
experience.
got turkeys out in the
in Alberta now, you can hunt turkeys down in southern Alberta, the Pinch Creek area. And
there's a lot out there?
No, but they do stock them every year, every few years or whatever, 100 and some, 180 or something like that.
Is this one where they release them into an area and you go?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's a draw hunt, right?
Yeah, it is a draw hunt. But they are starting to establish themselves down there in spots.
Cool. Yeah.
So, I got drawn in COVID times.
How long did you have to put in?
12 years in COVID.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
So then 2 years later, I put you had the right to refuse the hunt because you weren't supposed to go together with people or something.
Okay.
So I had no partners. But in the end, I went solo anyhow.
Yeah.
So 2 years later, I got drawn again at 14 years. And then I went down to Pinch Creek late in May.
Yeah.
And I actually talked to one of the local gentlemen from one of the gun clubs down there. And he said, well, you drive this road back and forth on this road and that. And then, there could be anywhere around these areas and that.
Yeah.
So I drove those roads and I did 100 stops to try and I did get a tom answering me, and I did see 2 hens and then another one hen another day.
Because you're calling then while you're driving? Is that the trick? Okay.
So what you stop is you have like the box, right? And it's just a big...
You kind of scratch it?
Yeah, and it scratches just
That's
like that.
The sound of the female?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the male will gobble when he hears that. And I did have an answer, but the first 2 days, it blew like you're in Hinton. It blew all day. You know what I mean, down there. It was like, whoa. So I did find some spots.
There, yeah.
I did find some spots where I could call and maybe get an answer, but I didn't. But on the third day, it calmed down a bit, and that's when I got a male to answer me. But I wasn't patient enough to stay long enough. But it was still windy enough that I couldn't really tell if he was coming to me. You know what I mean? Because I heard a gobble in the distance.
Yeah.
And I never, and he probably was coming, but I wasn't patient enough, and I moved on. I thought, did I hear that?
That was your one tip from earlier on the podcast, was patience. When it comes to
Exactly.
hunting and fishing.
Exactly. And my God, has it paid off for me when I am patient?
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Did you have decoys or you just...
Yeah, I did actually buy some decoys on the way down at Cabela's. I stopped in and picked up some decoys, 3 of them, 2 females and a male.
Yeah.
But I didn't need them. I also had with me a ground blind, which I could have set up. So when I did get into with this other guy, we went up, and about 4:30 in the morning we went up and drove in through a farmer's yard and went way back up a couple 3 miles up above and onto a power line, and we sat up on the power line, and then we were sitting there listening. And actually in the morning when they started gobbling on their own, we're just sitting there quiet as heck, and I heard one, and I thought maybe it was geese. So I said, I heard one, I think, but it might have been geese. And then I said it again to him.
Yeah.
And then actually the third time he heard it. And he goes, no, that's a tom.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. He said, what we'll do, let's go up here. So we actually, what we did is we actually came down by the truck. And he said, okay, so we'll go up over here and I'll get you to sit right up against that tree. And then he started gobbling or calling. And then he had a high-pitched squeal he used too, and it'd get them excited. So as he goes higher, they're coming around down below, and I think they're coming from, I thought, the other side, but sure enough, they're down 100 and some yards down the road or down the hill. Out comes this female, and she's squawking back, and and I could hear the tom, but he isn't out yet. And then he comes out. So I had already pre-ranged where 40 yards was, and I'd already pre-shot the gun to make sure my grouping was good at about that range, and I know where I had to aim. So sure enough, they come by me, and that hen came by me at 10 feet. I was frozen, and I'm looking. I could touch her with a shotgun. Yeah. Oh, my God. And she's going by. I said, this is unbelievable.
Did she see you?
Well, no, because I'm sitting there in I got camouflage clothing on, and I got gloves on, and I got a buff on. So I had glasses on though. But anyhow, she come right by me and goes up clucking, and he's calling up there. Yeah. And every time he do one squeal or something, that Tom and and he's coming, and I'm waiting. Oh, you're 40 yards. No, don't shoot him yet. Oh, you're 30. Oh yeah, you're beyond. Okay, 30 yards. I'll take him now. Yeah. So I shot. Guess what happened? Dry fire.
Oh, jeez.
No way.
Panic.
Oh, panic all over the place. So I got open the receiver, the chamber. Yeah. I open it up. I'm trying to get it out, to drop it out, and I never pushed down on the other shell coming up. Oh, yeah. So I had to push that shell back in, close the chamber. Meanwhile, the Tom, he's already gone back to 40 yards.
Yeah. Has he seen you?
Yeah,
Heard you?
Yeah, he saw me.
He's looking at you.
I tried not to move too much, so I'm still freezing, but I'm trying to move that, with the hand. And oh my God, that's hunting. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's called Murphy's Law. Anything could happen.
Sure.
It did. Mm-hmm. So meanwhile, I could have blown my hand off. That's very dangerous to push that shell back in, but it pushed it back in, and it fired. Boom, I got the turkey down.
Nice.
Well, my buddy, he's my age. He comes down. I give him a big hug. You wouldn't believe what just happened.
What size shot are you using for turkeys?
I was using number 5.
Number 5,
and it's turkey load. It's a long-distance turkey load. Okay. And like I say, I shot it at approximately 40 yards, and it grouped on a. I had the collar in a plastic, and I put it up in an open gravel pit type area. Yeah. Put it up there on a stump, and sure enough, I hit it with enough pellets to kill it. So.
And good eating bird tastes
it's unreal.
Just like a regular turkey.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. I staked it.
Yeah.
And then cornflake crumped it, and then butter. It was unbelievable. I thought it was good, just like a turkey, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like geese. Like I'll do speckled belly geese that way too, and it's unbelievably good.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jamie, you were just out geese hunting there.
Yeah, we went out to. We go out usually every year, actually. Out east by Lloydminster area, and we get the blinds, the pop-up blinds, and do that. Yeah, that's it. I love goose hunting.
Your dad's a big fan.
Oh, he's been doing it for 20, 30 years, right? Well, forever.
Yeah.
You doing snow goose, Canada goose, both? Or?
Mostly snow goose.
Yeah.
Like later in the season, we like to do snow goose hunting just to bring down the population a little bit because they're running rampant.
They're everywhere. Are you making sausages out of that, or what?
We haven't. We usually just take the breasts out.
Yeah.
And honestly, just throw the rest away, which might sound bad, but
goose jerky would be unreal too.
Yeah.
Don't ever rule that out, because a grouse jerky is just if you do it right.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys are doing the snow goose sausage.
Huh.
Yeah, that would work.
That sounds really good. Yeah. So how do you do that? You just take the breasts out and all the meat?
Yeah, whatever meat you're going to pull off the bird, so you don't have to pluck and broil and all that stuff. And then just run it through the grinder, add your pork. You always need pork and sausage. If you want a good sausage, put some
You're
pork.
a German.
Yeah. Put some pork fat, put on your lederhosen and get going. Yeah. And make the sausage. You get all these sausage mixes now. Yeah. Make your breakfast sausage, whatever. Oh, man, it's the way to go.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
In fact, I'm saving up my grouse to make sausages out of grouse.
Eh?
Yeah, I want to make little breakfast sausage links.
Wow.
I think it's going to be great. Add some pork fat in there. Oh, they'll be amazing.
My mom's got it's not the I think it's a Ninja, one of those Ninja food cooker things.
Yeah.
And so she'll bread the grouse, and we get like a beer batter breaded grouse.
Oh, it's unreal.
It's
cornflake crumbs and Lowry salt for me, and the butter. I got a grouse in the fridge that's just a beauty yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's like I was weighing it with my brother, going, "Oh, this is one," because you can apply for Alberta trophy for grouse. Yeah, for so many pounds or whatever, right? Same thing as geese, right?
Wow.
So yeah. But,
you ever got a blue grouse out here?
Yeah, actually the blue grouse are around here.
They're huge.
I'll tell you the where, but then I'll get.
Yeah, tell us where. Come on.
Okay, so you're in the elevation, say 5,000 feet.
They're high elevation.
Yeah, usually, and you're close to you're in the foothills, right?
Yeah.
And you do listen. If you listen in the foothills and that clutches around, you'll hear them talking. You know what I mean? You just got to identify. It's like people don't realize what a lynx sounds like in the bush.
What does a lynx sound like?
Well, it's a different sound. It's not like a meow.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like a peep noise or something like that. You know what I mean? I hear the young one talking to mom. Where's mom? You know.
Okay. Yeah.
And then same thing for elk and stuff. When the elk, it doesn't sound exactly like a cow elk, but it's close. And you can hear. If you listen to the forest, it tells you everything that's there.
Blue grouse over this way.
See, the interesting thing is you can keep 5 blue grouse.
Yeah.
And which I think is ridiculous because I've probably only seen 5 in 20 years. Whereas sharp-tail, you can't keep a single one. And I see sharp-tail grouse all the time in the cut blocks here.
Yeah, I don't see that many.
If any biologists are listening, you got to shape up those regs because it ain't right.
Yeah,
like I would feel bad right now shooting a blue grouse because there's just not a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, you're not hunting in the right zone. Sharpies are everywhere.
Though. Yeah.
If you're in the right zone, it's like I was out at the stand anyhow, pretty high up, and it overlooks Folding Mountain, and 20 to 30 blue grouse went by my stand in front of it while I'm down on the slope. I had a mentee I took out there, David Popo. Yeah. And he had 20 to 30, so I took him out with a shotgun. He got 4 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, we couldn't find. I don't know where the other ones went because if he had got another one, he'd been done, right? Because he had his license.
Is their meat more like a spruce or a roughie?
Just a little bit lighter than a spruce, but not a roughie color, but bigger, way bigger.
Oh, they're huge. Yeah.
Two rough grouse would fit one blue grouse.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah, they're big. Huh. So but you got to be high up, and then right along the tree line. So. Round here, say Bighorn Ridge, Seabolt Ridge, edge of Folding Mountain to the mine site down by Catamount.
Write this down.
Solomon Mountain.
So if you go too high, you're seeing ptarmigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ptarmigan will be on the.
Oh yeah, because they're like an Arctic bird, right?
No, they're here. They're high mountains. Yeah.
They are an Arctic bird, but if you get high enough, you are in the Arctic in the ecosystem. Yeah. So yeah, I've seen ptarmigan up in Wilmore.
That's like in
the
Moline Lake.
there.
I'll give you an example. Moline Lake has the Franklin grouse, which is a spruce grouse.
Yeah.
It's got the bars on the tail though. It's got no brown at the end of the tail.
Okay.
They get mad if you start hunting a Moline Lake though.
Yeah, big time. yeah, that would be a bit much.
Yeah. Funny thing, hey? Funny thing. Yeah. Now, pronghorn.
Yeah, pronghorn.
You just got a pronghorn.
So I went down to southern Alberta, down to Frank Slide and everything else. Looked at that and was wowed by. Every time I go there, I look at that and I remember those people that died that day.
We did the museum tour this summer.
It's just really sad. But anyhow, so I went down to one side. So then I got lucky enough to get drawn for antelope and bull moose here.
Wow.
So I went down into southern Alberta for my antelope draw, and you have a week or whatever it was.
You need someone's land there? Like you got to know somebody down there?
Well, sort of. It would help, right?
Yeah.
But usually the farmers down there are pretty lax as long as you're not driving on their land.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They want, there's a lot of antelope some places, right? So they don't mind if you take 2 or whatever.
Okay.
The warden even asked me one time, it got stopped there, did you take 2? And I went, no. But I fired a few shots.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're trying to take the cape, you don't want to hit just behind the front shoulders. You want the front shoulders head to be your cape.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it changes the game.
Yeah.
So, but no, and this time too, you can sell that cape, right? So that's one thing you can do is sell capes to deer hunters and stuff. Bears, I actually, last time I went in, I sold 1 bear and kept 1 bear. But I kept the meat and everything. But
Yeah. So the pronghorn, far shot or close or?
Actually close, pretty close, Really? But I was sneaking in on one. It was really, really windy, and I had a shot at him, and I was just setting up, and up jumps a doe, and looks right at me. So I froze. No, too late. You know what I mean? Up she goes, way goes the herd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get out on another spot where I drove in. I actually saw 2 Fish and Wildlife guys. Said, yeah, I didn't know you could drive in there, but I'm looking with the spot and scope. I've seen these antelope way out there. He said, no, you can drive way down this road and get your antelope down in there. So, sure enough, I go out and he told me go towards the States too.
Yeah.
And I went down in there and looked too, but no, usually they're right alongside the fence line when you see them. Like all of a sudden they come out of nowhere, right? And they're right along the fence line. So all you got to do is make the fence line, and you can shoot. I got down there, and I was way up in the many berries, up in a farm in a Sage Creek Cattle Reserve, and I drove way up high with my Jeep and parked up there. And all of a sudden, I hear down the valley, it sounded like a war was going on. There were so many shots being fired. Boom, boom, bada boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? It was like, whoa.
It's Vietnam.
And I'm looking up there, and I see deer, lots of deer out there, and don't see an antelope, eh?
Yeah.
So I packed up my sleeping bag and everything, Jeep, and down the valley I go, driving along there, and all of a sudden I see guys running to the fence line. Boom, boom, and I look, and there's a buck running there with a couple does. So I turned around and went the other way. So I'm going the other way. They come running by me. So then I get out and run to the fence line, and I shoot, and I look at him. Geez, he's only 10 inches. What are you doing? I got excited, buck fever.
Yeah.
My first antelope, right?
Yeah.
I just want to get an antelope.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm at the stage where I took a 10-inch. I was happy just to get an antelope.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and no different tasting meat. So I brought it back and shared with all my elders and my seniors that live in the lodge with me.
Yeah.
And friends.
I was going to ask you, because I've eaten everything under the sun, but I haven't eaten pronghorn before. So how
Just
would you
different
describe
tasting,
it?
a little bit sagey, you know what I mean?
Like a goat type of meat, sheep, or
Yeah, sort of, yeah. A little tighter muscle and stuff, groups.
yeah,
But no, it was tender as heck. Like I said, I only took a 10-incher, so it's not that old.
yeah, unpleasant meat, or
No, not at all. Just different tasting, right?
yeah,
And
that
that's
sagebrush.
that's
yeah.
like spruce grouse. People don't really like spruce grouse.
Yeah.
But if you do have spruce grouse right,
Yeah.
how do you tell the difference? You know what I mean? You got it spiced up a little bit with something, and
Yeah.
the
The wife likes soaking spruce grouse in milk for like a day or whatever.
Is
and-
that your trick? And then bread it?
Yeah,
I,
there
I
you
don't.
go.
I don't mind it as it is. Really,
It's a bit like liver because it's so rich in blood.
Yeah.
My trick is, and usually I'll be winter camping, cooking over the stove, take a pack of bacon, shoot a rabbit, shoot a spruce grouse, stir
That
fry
works it.
strips, fry it with bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You'd be fighting
You
over it.
German, I used to take the Peter down here at the bakery. I used to take all my livers from animals. He used to just love
Oh,
it.
you probably made pate out of it.
Yeah, probably.
Leberwurst. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking about making the sausage and that, yeah.
Yeah.
I make my own too. The
Oh,
boys
yeah.
and I
You got to make that's how you save your
got one
money
of
is all your
Cabela's.
own butchering.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you boys, Jamie and George, you guys are going out.
We're going out tomorrow and Friday.
And what you after?
Well, I got an elk tag.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But I mean, I'm looking for deer too, and a grouse, and
So
a
first
good view.
gear, low range.
what's that?
That's their speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
So
it
when I
easy.
see the old guys years ago when I was young and in my prime, I used to party all the time or
Yeah.
whatever. I used to drive at 60 miles an hour, fishtailing around corners, drifting. You know
We've
what I
done
mean?
that a few times too.
Guns
but
out the window almost, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
And bail out and run and
Yeah.
shoot, you know what I mean?
I saw a tail running that way.
That's right, get them. So the
Yeah.
vehicle's just matted, yeah. But nowadays I drive at, like I say, 5 kilometers an hour or
Yeah.
whatever.
You're
My
right.
brother's in second gear, low range, and I'm going, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Slam it down in first.
Slow her down a little bit.
I'm the same way, man. And the older I get, the slower you go and everyone's looking for something in the ditch. You got to look into the trees.
Into the trees.
Yeah.
Look
So-
100 yards, 200 yards
Yeah,
into
so
the
most
forest.
animals have that flight distance about 100 yards.
Yeah.
So you got 5 seconds if they stop.
Yeah.
Then they're going to run. So they'll look at you for about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then they're gone.
Yeah.
So what I tell when I'm mentoring people, I say, get out, get up, shoot. You got 5 seconds. I want to see.
Exactly what I
want.
tell my
want to
kids,
see.
5
I want to
seconds.
see you fire that shot.
That's
So
what
I had
I'm like.
this
I'm
girl
having my
called-
dad. He's the same thing, but he's
had
like,
this
go,
girl
go, go
called-
down here, get, all right. Just
I had this girl called Ashley.
Where's it at?
She did a turkey shoot with me, and she could shoot. So I said, I'll take you hunting if you go get your courses and that. So
Yeah.
she did. And I prepped her on that. You got 5 seconds sort of thing. And at 240 yards, I'm calling, buck calling. She said it was a buck, and it ran into the bush.
Yeah.
And at 240 yards, it comes out on the edge of this gravel lease road,
Yeah.
which you can shoot off of.
Yeah.
And I said, there he is, take him. He's 240 yards. She knows what to aim for 240 yards with her.
Yeah.
I think she was using 308 then or something. But so she put it up there and bang, right through the pump house. So I seen the hit, and I went, oh, yeah, let's
Yeah, that's good.
just go. And she, what do you mean? So I said, let's just drive by and leave it. We got to leave it for an hour because we didn't see it go down.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it just went in the bush 10 yards and fell. When we drove by, we looked right where it was laying.
Okay.
But we just didn't see it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you guys have a doe call?
I don't know. Mine got wet this.
Okay. Well, you can do it. You can do the sound with your mouth. Just
They
sound
do
like
the bleats?
a little lamb. Like, and in fact, I've had them walk in on me doing that with my voice.
Sure.
I have had so many deer that are running away. Don't
Yeah.
do the buck grunt. Do a doe bleat, and they'll often turn around and come back.
Yeah.
And get some antlers too and rattle.
Yeah, I got that little rattle bag.
Last year, my son, we saw a buck.
My antlers are in my truck.
Yeah, mine too. Keep them in the back seat. The guy.
mine
So
too.
this buck took off, and I said, Joel, don't worry. And I did a doe bleat, and then I rattled the antlers. He came back out of the forest.
Yeah.
So take a look.
Just to get in my freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've had that a couple times. So keep the doe bleat and the rattle. Just because they run away doesn't mean it's game over.
No, you got 5 seconds when they do that, though,
Yeah.
too. It's like last year we were out hunting and we had some wolves. And while the 2 wolves, the older one, the more mature wolf, he didn't stop. The one stopped at 300 yards out there for 5 seconds and stood there and looked at us. But no, speaking of stuff about hunting, calling. You talk about calling and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. So
Yeah.
I call in wolves. I don't know.
Is that an injured
your
animal?
predator call, the rabbit in distress, or what
Yeah,
do
I
you do?
use an elk reed and I do like a cow elk in trouble.
It just sucks when the grizzlies come running in.
Yeah, doesn't it? That puts a hair in the back of your neck up, though. That's for sure, you know. So like anything else, you got to be aware that you're calling in cougars, black bears, wolves, coyotes, lynx, everything's coming.
Anything
to
that
look
eats
at you.
meats after.
So unless you got, you got a pair of big condolas or whatever, or you're a woman that's just they're ready to do it. Because I had them coming at me twice in 6 days.
Yeah.
At 30 yards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some more would you rather. Should we dive in?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this goes back to a true story. I used to teach survival programs quite a bit. These guys wanted me to teach them how to do a quinzee in a Saskatchewan winter, -30, blah, blah, blah. So anyway.
Yeah. Which one's the quinzee again?
The quinzee, you make this massive pile of snow and you hollow it out and climb in. So there were 4 of us men inside this big snow mound. And guess what we had for supper?
Chili.
You got it.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that in a quinzee. So 4 men, bellies full of chili. And man, if somebody had lit a match, we'd have blown the top off of that thing. And on top of that, they snored like lumberjacks. So that's kind of my that's my
Dave's getting a call. Dave, don't give away any hunting.
Yeah,
fishing
somebody's
tips here,
already
please.
calling because they're like, stop giving away those secrets. Stop mentioning
You've
Moline
mentioned
Lake.
too many lakes.
And he's like, don't you know I'm on a Yeah, I got people in England listening to me right now. Anyway, so that's my preamble. Don't eat chili in a quinzee.
Yeah.
But and they also snored like lumberjacks. I had the worst night of my life. So here's the question. Would you rather sleep inside a quinzee with 3 other guys who have terrible gas from eating chili? I've been there. And they snore like lumberjacks. That's option 1.
Mm-hmm.
Or shiver all night alone under a tree with no fire.
That's a good.
Yeah. Stinky men in a quinzee snoring. You're not sleeping either way.
Yeah.
So I definitely, I'd take the gas. I just,
You just be part of the party.
Right, exactly. I don't know.
Fit right
I feel
in.
like that's the best way to go. Warm, comfortable, right? I don't want to be freezing.
Freezing's miserable, yeah.
Yeah. So the next day, you get over it real quick.
I just about brought out the tent, the knife to cut the wall tent to get a hole because the pot belly was going and they were snoring and farting because the beans were good.
Yeah.
You need a snorkel. I've been in places where I was like, I need a snorkel.
I'm honestly contemplating taking a knife out to make that hole.
So what are you doing? Sleeping under the tree or in the
I was
quinzee?
in that Ruby Lakes actually fishing.
No, for the would you rather, bud.
Oh.
What's your choice?
I would sleep in the tent.
The Quincy with the gassy fellas.
I did a lean-to out here at 25 below at 14 years old at Greg Lake on the fire. You know where Winter Road is?
Yep.
On your boundary?
Yeah.
I did it right on there. Yeah. I built a lean-to and it might be still there.
Yeah.
No, it's rotten.
No, I mean, man, we've slept in lean-tos in -30 with a long fire.
Yeah.
You're cozy.
My mom was a little worried, but it was 25 the old way, right? Because we used to be the old way.
Yeah. Right on. How about you, George?
Yeah, I'm going tent too. I don't mind being cozy. I mean,
Quincy?
Yeah. There's Sir Quincy. Yeah. That's what.
You don't mind the farts?
Yeah. I mean, I would hate it and the snoring, I think. But you get a couple, as long as I pass out early enough, then I'm fine.
You pass up from the methane gas. Yeah.
The shivering under the trees doesn't sound great.
It's a bad way.
Yeah.
I've been in both of those situations. Yeah, for sure. Cool. I got another would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather eat raw fish straight from the lake or raw deer steak? And same amount. So you're dealing with, I don't know, what a 10-ounce steak? 10-ounce fish, 10-ounce steak, raw, both. You got to eat one or the other. What are you doing there, Dave?
I'll do both. I got no issue.
You got no problems?
No. As long as it's protein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no real issue with raw deer, eh? Like,
whitetail's pretty safe. Mule deer and moose, they'll get what's called moose measles, which are little tapeworm cysts.
Yeah.
And I've shot muleys and had these little pearls in the meat, and that grossed me out. Now, if you fry it, it'll kill them, but whitetail won't get them. So whitetail are far cleaner than muleys.
Yeah, whitetail's the one that's got CWD some more so.
Yeah, on the east side of the province, not here.
Or mule deer, I mean.
Mule deer, yeah. I wouldn't have a problem eating raw deer. I've done it. My boys have done it.
Yeah.
It's pretty safe. Whitetail. Raw fish, whitefish can get those tapeworm cysts in them too.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
But
like, I've eaten raw whitefish.
That's why you're so skinny, man.
Yeah, I know. Every once in a while, because I'm in the bush so much and you're eating stuff, and I deworm myself.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done it twice.
Have you? Yourself?
I've dewormed myself because I've done so many survival trips eating.
Oh, I got more ticks on me.
What do you mean deworm yourself? Like you're taking a
sequence of 6 pills or whatever it is?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Just like your dog.
Yeah, right.
Those dog pills, dude.
Yeah, you know, betcha, because I'm in there all the time, right?
Yeah.
I'm dealing with rabbits got tulamine or whatever it is the rabbit's got.
Yeah.
Got my hands in there and everything. Should be putting gloves on, but I'm a
old school.
Well, and I've eaten so many raw bugs on survival trips, and that's bad because they're full of worms.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. But people are like, how are you not 300 pounds? You eat everything under the sun. It's like, yeah, I got some friends.
Yeah.
No, you're still very active, though, too, right? I mean, you do these hikes and everything else like that, so your body's meant to take on food. And
special diet of beer and chips.
Dave, you feel like you're pretty active still?
No, I'm not. I've got a crushed foot, so I got about an hour. I'm in pain all the time.
Yeah.
But I got about an hour where I can actually stand and physically do something.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the hip's going now.
Oh.
So I'm trying to hold it in.
Yeah.
And you don't really want to get it done until you have to. I got a brother that's got both knees done, and the story is 3 times.
Slows
sort
you
of
down
thing.
For sure.
You know.
How'd you crush your foot?
I actually got it nailed on a car hoist. It used to be a 4-poster hoist. It was my car. I was getting my guns out. Those damn guns of mine got me in more trouble. But I got my key out, was going to unlock the trunk, and they don't have the locks. They're supposed to have a lock on now where you are where they won't go all the way down.
Okay.
Yeah, this one was the old school. It didn't have that.
Yeah.
So it's catching my foot. By the time I realize I'm going up like this, and the operator, he looks at me and goes, huh? And I'm going up. Oh, my God. And for me, it's slow motion. Mm-hmm. But for reality, it was like 2-3 seconds, and then he starts going up. In the meantime, I broke my big toe in 3 different places. And then the doctor diagnosed me with RSD. So I read about it, and I read, the research papers in Germany and wherever, all the universities that I could get into to read the studies and that. And it can happen to anybody. I mean, Jerry Lewis, Peekaboo Street, people like that have had it. And some of them got morphine pumps on their backs and stuff, like
Oh, wow.
And they can turn up the pump.
Yeah.
So it puts more in you if you're feeling more pain. So I went on Contin for a while, MS Contin. And 8 months later, I was getting anger management issues. My kids are a few boys pushing all the buttons, trying to expand the rules or whatever.
Yeah.
And I decided I better get off this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm starting to lose it. So I went off it, and then from then on, it's just been suffering, although I have used 420 lately. I used to do it years
Has
ago.
it been helping you?
You seen that picture of me? You haven't seen the picture book yet.
I looked at the
So
pictures.
don't forget to take your
The afro and the disco dancing days.
Yeah, the disco days. You mentioned.
Yeah. But has the 420 helped you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have never quit. What it does is takes your mind off of the pain. They're finding out now that 30 to 50% pain reduction for the seniors group in a study. It was a study that's being done, and I think the University of Calgary is doing another study or two on this. What chemicals in the THC and
So-
it has to be high THC.
I was going to say, is it high THC
No, it's
or
high
CBD?
THC, and that's what I find.
Yeah.
I find I had a local guy pass away, and they were going through stuff. He had a pen, oil pen, and I never done it or whatever, but they gave me his stuff because it was supposed to go to somebody, and I tried this pen, and geez, does it work?
Yeah.
You know, it brings me. It doesn't last a long time, but does it drop that pain level?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It goes from it's like almost like a toothache throbbing. You know that type of. My foot's always hot, like it's firing or something. And I took and done rekeying that, and they touched it, and it's all hot, firing. And then when I went into the court case, of course I walked on it and pushed that limit, and it just got all red all the way up the leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the whole red's like boiling. It looks like it's swollen. The foot's just red as a beet, eh?
Yeah.
And I got to pay out to 65, but I still got it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's
I
cool
got
that
a
you're
settlement.
still getting out there, though, Dave, and
Yeah, that's true.
and hunting and fishing, and
I am.
you're not
Yeah.
letting it hold you
Well,
back.
the outside of
and-
my foot's been broken to 3-4 times, just
Yeah.
fractures, and the heel's been broken too on this foot. But yeah, you got to keep going.
Yeah. You still got.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Dancing too hard, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, kicking doors open. The guys used to have a bullseye drawn on the door because I did martial arts. I did practice at work.
Yeah.
I used to take and open doors on the boiler with my foot. You know what I mean? And they used to chuckle about this door, so they drew a bullseye on it. I finally did break the door, though. It was a big slate door, but
Yeah.
yeah, in the boiler room.
You got any fish or game on the bucket list still? Like you've done.
Well,
a lot,
I took
but-
my boy 2 years ago. We went last year. We went up to Amber, Alaska, which is a Kobuk River, and it's got all the world records for sheefish or canoe or connies.
Okay.
A canoe in Canada, and we went up there for a week or 4 days fishing, and to have my number 2 son there, any son there, and myself, it was awesome. I got my chief fish. I let out a yell. I got a picture of myself. I'm going, I got a check off the bucket list. But the same thing happened when I was in an earthquake in Wellington, New Zealand at 6.8.
Wow.
The building was swaying, and I was going,
Yeah.
okay, it's okay, girl. It's
6.8 's
only about a
big.
5. It's not really freaking out too much.
Jeez.
But the building was definitely. I should have took this cowboy hat on, which I had there with me, and went, yeah, cowboy up. Yeah.
Dave, should we go north of Hinton or south of Hinton hunting tomorrow? You don't got to give us the road. I think last year, Jamie, when you were up here, we went north.
Yeah.
So north of Hinton is the better option right now.
I'm looking
It's
for a nice
3-point
whitetail
elk.
buck.
It's a 3-point elk, and
Yeah.
it's a whitetail buck.
Yeah.
Or use your doe tag, or
Yeah.
you can go way north at about 80-some kilometers and get across Berlin,
Yeah.
and then you're in 352, 353.
Yeah.
So
So here's a question for you on the elk, though, because we're kind of post-rut now, and during the rut, of course, you're bugling, you're trying to call them in. Now there's a lull, and now you got to wait for the snow so you can track them into the deep bush.
Yeah,
There's
not
no
much.
snow,
Yeah.
and there's no rut. What do you do to get a bull elk now? Just Hail Mary? You're just hoping for some
well,
good luck?
no, you're looking for the bachelor groups.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There'll be 2 bulls coming across from, say, Rock Lake or wherever they're heading into, say, the Wild Hay area or whatever.
Yeah.
You're hitting them off the 300 road or whatever they're crossing, Or, you're up at Donnelly Flats area or something, the herds that are gathering for their winter grounds.
Yeah.
So any of the fields and stuff that they're on, you'll notice the elk here are up at Rocky's place or the ranch and that around that area.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you've got the satellite bulls, and you know where they are? They're in the shittiest bush going. Grazing land is given to the cows and that.
Yeah.
And the bulls head up into the hills. And
Yeah.
Well, that's why I find when you get the fresh snow, you can track them in and find them in their bedding areas, but we don't have snow right now.
Yeah.
So that's
I got a
tricky.
couple spots mapped out where we were last year and came across some elk, but
Well, that's the place to go.
It's
If the
in there.
cows are around there, the bulls aren't far usually.
yeah.
They're within 5 miles of that area.
Yeah.
But they're going to be in the shitty bush area, you know what I mean? The cows get the preferred stuff.
That's why I got Jamie here with me.
And
for
don't
it, so
forget,
haul 'em
don't
out.
forget the bulls are run down, so they want to go into stuff where the wolves can't get at them too good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
don't want to be battling anybody or anything. They're done battling.
Well, if you shoot one, give Dave a call. He'll haul it out. For
Yeah,
you.
exactly. Yeah. We'll sleep in
I
it for the
quarter.
night.
I
and-
quarter up. The last
Yeah.
bull elk I got, I quartered up. My boy's 6'4",
Yeah.
250 pounds. On his shoulder, I got a little buddy that was in his 50s, 60s almost, and they packed it out. I just quartered it and stuff.
Yeah.
My
Cheering squad.
my price is the back straps or
Right, exactly. Yeah.
No, my partner got half the elk,
Yeah.
and we aged it really well, and it was just delectable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
a
beat
young
a good elk
4-point
steak.
bull,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong.
Yeah. No, we're praying for a nice bull, but if we
And
get a couple
I'd
of
rather
grouse-
go, and the same thing with eating fish. I'll eat the 1.5 pounders, the 2 pounders.
Yeah.
The big one, it never got ate.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, it got freeze dried. If you know what that process is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, good luck to you, George, Jamie. Hope you guys.
Oh
have
yeah.
some
Don't worry.
success.
You'll be the first to hear
I
the celebration.
Can't wait for the trophy grouse you got there.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Well, I didn't realize they had trophy grouse in
didn't
there.
know
I've
there was
been,
a trophy grouse.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
been submitting mine, and I know there's been a few that
Right.
it's tough to get in the back
And
of
then,
the truck.
there's also just a photography picture too, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and you don't have to be a member necessarily. You just have to fill out the forms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you stick some lead weights in there.
Right. Yeah. I get enough lead weights in there for each shot I take, so it's, that's
20,
a few pounds
22,
to it.
22 headshots only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my dad always says. Yeah. Roughs only and headshots only.
Well,
Yeah.
go for the bunnies. I don't think it's a bad rabbit year. I've been seeing
Oh,
quite a few.
I should have had 2. I really should have
Yeah.
had 2 yesterday.
When
Yeah,
you
before
said
we
they're
turned the
tur-
mics on, Dave was saying what 4,000 rabbits in a
A kilometer
Square
square.
kilometer?
That's the Alberta agriculture number for Alberta.
on a good year.
On
I
a
would
good
imagine,
year.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I went out when I was 17 years old, and the teacher said in home ec said, "Can you bring in rabbits for Monday?"
Yeah.
I said, "How many you want?" She says, "I don't know, 50, 60."
So
I brought in 60 rabbits.
For home
I
ec.
got on Sunday.
Yeah.
I cleaned them all, brought them into town, put them in the fridge and freezer at home, kept them cool, or lager and that. And then they were all brought into school, and we processed them in home ec. The boys did.
Oh, nice.
And they were out on the table at lunchtime.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm one of the only people besides Dave that hunts rabbits here. Like
I've never hunted a rabbit before.
Oh, dude, get on it! Like
We
they're
got
better-
93, but some weren't
they're
headshot.
tasty.
Yeah.
And see, I grew up in Europe, and it's a big, well, I wouldn't say trophy, but it's great to get a rabbit, and you have a bag limit. And here, it's no bag limit. You can get them anytime.
Anytime of the year.
So bring a pack of bacon when
I
you're
got
camping.
elders that are waiting for rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one. I have an order for 12. I don't go hunting rabbits unless I got an order.
Yeah.
So the trappers will say, "Okay, get me 5 or whatever." I'll go out and no problem.
and they're using as bait.
I
eh?
can go out 24 one day, go out the next day, get 22.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's get rabbits more too then, Jamie.
You slice them up with bacon in the pan, man, to die for.
They pretty
So
pretty
good.
easy to like clean and
Oh, it's
Oh yeah,
so
we
easy.
cleaned ours. We cleaned ours right out in the bush.
Yeah.
Right. I cleaned it. Just took the hair off and just hide off, and it hide rips pretty easy on
Oh
a
yeah,
rabbit.
Good
Luck skinning them and that. And
You can get
tanning
the
them.
hide off a rabbit in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you do is do a incision on the back, tear it off like saran wrap. Boom,
Yeah.
you're done. And then do it as if you're doing a gutless deer The back straps, they got back straps.
Yeah.
Front shoulders, hind legs. You got 95% of the meat right there. Don't touch the guts. Rabbit guts are nasty.
Yeah.
So, and then you just slice the meat off with bacon in a pan. Better than spruce grass.
I don't think I can get the wife into eating rabbits, but we can.
So I do the same thing. Only I start at the top of the legs and pull the hair off the legs, bring it down to the tail, come the tail off, pull it down past, and the whole thing comes all the way down to
like
the head.
a sock.
Okay.
And then you just got the legs, and you pull the legs out. And my brother has a pair of snips.
Yeah.
Like sheet metal snips or whatever.
Yeah.
Snap the legs off.
Done.
All 4 legs done basically, but then the water bottle comes out. Just the extra water he uses for washing our hands for grouse or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's washed off the whole rabbit.
Yeah.
Into a bread bag or into a IJ bag, and Jocelyn was happy and Lena was happy. I gave a grouse to each one of them, and I have 1 grouse at home for supper.
Yeah.
And go out hunting again.
Yeah.
Try and get some more.
Do you need anything special for hunting rabbits? Like you just do
No,
a wildlife certificate?
No, you don't need any license year-round.
I can't walk very
shoot.
much
No
anymore.
license.
So
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So it's not like I used to be able, but
no
I used to
limit.
spot and stalk. And when you spot and stalk walking, it's a simple matter of taking a few steps, looking up and down, moving. Another few steps, looking up and down, moving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there goes a rabbit. Okay, where's it going? And follow him. And it doesn't matter whether it's summertime, wintertime, or any time. You can do that any time of the year.
Yeah.
Or snaring.
Yeah, or snaring.
Get your snares. Get a lot with snares.
But the only thing about snaring is if you have to set it so you're bringing them up off the ground, and then you've got to be checking it every few hours.
The coyotes will get them, yeah.
Or the lynx. And once the lynx figures out that you're setting snares around his, he'll go looking for him.
Dave's got it just right. Small game. I always tell my boys, stop marching. Like, too many guys just take the shotgun or 22 and march. Don't do that. Couple steps, stop.
Yeah.
It's when you stop is when you see them.
Yeah.
You keep marching and you'll march all day. You'll be like, there's not a rabbit anywhere in the bush. It's because you're marching.
Yeah.
Take a few steps, stop. And that's when you'll bump them and you'll see them when you stop.
And that's like driving. You're going to be a moving
Same
ground
with deer,
blind.
actually.
A moving ground blind.
Yeah.
So you're not looking at the forest. You're looking into the forest. That's the key. And you're looking in, like you said, 100 yards. Yeah. I had a truck. I'm up on the rock road, say, or whatever, and I'm up there, and I'm following in one of the side roads, following the vehicle in. I said, well, that's kind of close. Okay, whatever. And the brother's going up there, and he's getting a bloody nose or something. And I look over in the bush, and there's a doe standing there. I said, whoa, stop. Yeah. I get out, load the gun, walk, step, boom.
Yeah.
20 feet, 20 yards maybe.
Yeah.
Just right there, right in front of us.
Yeah.
So you never know where they're going to be or when it's going to happen, but it's going to be the key is are you ready? You got 5 seconds.
I'll tell you one more tip because I'm in a good mood and I've had some scotch here, okay?
Yeah.
Here's what a lot
people
of guys...
are mad at this episode, Scott.
Yeah, people are going to hate me. Very good scotch and my lips are starting to flap now. But here's what people do wrong with rattling bucks. They'll sneak into an area quietly and they'll rattle 3 times. They'll turn around and go back to the truck. Worst way to rattle. What you want to do is emulate the buck fight as you're going through the bush. A fight with 2 white-tailed bucks is making a ton of broken branches, rustling leaves. That's just as important as the rattling of the antlers. So what I've learned is move through the bush while you're rattling. Break the branches, scruff it up. You're making a mock fight and you're moving. Yeah. And it's the moving that catches them and draws them in. I've had literally 3-4 bucks come running in on me if you do it right.
Yeah.
But don't sit behind a tree and just rattle.
Yeah.
And say nothing works. You got to emulate that fight.
Yeah.
And with 2 of you, it's great because you don't have to sneak in the bush.
We can rattle each other.
Yeah, you're breaking branches, you're rattling, you're moving, but then you got to stop because otherwise.
So even a little bit of scent, a little bit of dill and heat on your boots, but put it on the back of your boots. Right here, sort of
I do got to get some
running
of that.
Down the back of your boots, and then do a J.
Yeah,
So
and the
do a
mountain
J
lions
hook.
and the grizzlies like that too.
We'll be following.
And watch that back trail. Watch that back trail.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Watch behind you.
Oh, yeah, you betcha. Because
Yeah.
I came down along a ridge, the top of a ridge like this, came down across the ridge, went down up here. I was coming back, and I look up on the ridge. There's a buck. I look, oh, geez, he's about 200 yards away or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm up here. There's my tracks right there. He's on my tracks. Oh, and head down. He's coming. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
I lost sight of him. I didn't know where he was. He was all of a sudden there's a tree right on my track,
Oh yeah.
right across, and I missed him.
Oh no.
I had my scope set at 100, 200 yards, and I had it on 9 power.
Yeah.
Dave's right though. They will track your
Less than 50 yards.
scent on the boots. I've seen bucks walk straight in
done
on
it.
my tracks.
Right on your tracks.
But your
yeah.
predators will be on that too.
Oh
so
yeah, I've
just
been tracking
be
a
careful.
cougar,
Yeah.
and it did a circle, came up over my tracks, did on top of my tracks. It's now going on my tracks.
Yeah.
And there's a wolf track over top of the cougar track.
Jeez.
So when the wolf went straight, I went straight. I should have turned around and went back
Yeah.
the other way. The moment I knew it was tracking me, I should have went the other way. I
Yeah.
tracked that cougar for 4 days at Obed Hills.
Yeah.
I'd walk in to Halbert's in Black Dirt Pit Road and that, and come in that way to a cabin in what was it called? Not Drennan, but I lived right by the railroad tracks there on the
Okay.
East Access Road. But I'd
Yeah.
walk back there every day.
Yeah.
And I'd chase the cougar all day long.
So did you get the cougar?
No, I couldn't tree it. I could get it to run
Yeah.
quite often, but I couldn't tree it. I have long legs, and I was walking. I was in good shape then.
Yeah.
I was like him when he first came here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You telling me I'm not
The
in
good old
shape
days,
no
Scott,
more?
when you were in shape.
I need some air. Anybody got any air?
Those long legs. Yeah, still got the long legs.
Yeah.
Well, David, thanks so much for coming on
You
tonight.
betcha.
I love the stories. Speckle55 on YouTube. And also, that's your name on Alberta Outdoorsman too, eh?
Right, and then on the fishing addicts and stuff, I'm or fishing buddies, and that I'm just David Robson.
And
David
same
Robson,
with Facebook.
okay.
Yeah,
David
same as
Robson.
Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
betcha.
lots of good
Yeah,
photos.
and I got
there.
records in both books, in the IGFA
Yeah.
and in the Hayward Fishing Hall of Fame. So
I love it.
trophies for hunting too,
Yeah.
Like what?
wolf trophies.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, cool.
Huh. And that's measured on the skull size.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and called in.
How heavy would they be, the bodies?
140 pounds, probably the biggest one.
Wow.
And it's like, so the sub-adults are 80 to 90 pounds, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
100 pounds would be just an ordinary size male wolf. This one here, you can look into pictures I put online and that.
I think there's some in the book
Yeah,
there too.
there
I
is.
saw a couple. Yeah.
And if you look at the date, they're 6 days apart.
Yeah.
I called them in.
A black
But-
pelt or silver or what?
No, it was actually just a timber color.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was like, so it'd be the brother. It'd be I don't think it was the alpha male. I think it was the brother of the alpha male. Mm-hmm. Probably as big or bigger than the alpha male, but not aggressive or not. It was a killer though, I would think. So the killer has like 2 or 3 or up to 5, 6 sometimes hunting partners, and that's the hunting pack. The pack itself will be like 9, 14 more wolves, and they'll be elsewhere, and then they call them in. So the one I hear the wolves calling, they're like down the Greg River Valley for miles from me on the Greg, not the McLeod, but I'm on the McLeod.
Yeah. I
I hear them howling, and I'm looking at a cut sitting there in a stand, a ground blind, watching, and all of a sudden they howl 900 yards away. There was 3 of them, and they came into 35 yards when I saw them, and then by the time I was less than 25 to 30 yards.
Wow.
When I took the lead, it stopped. I actually saw my cowboy hat come up. I had a brown one on,
Yeah.
and the scope, and that's all it's all.
Wow.
And then the other one was running away, and you triathlon shooter, any of you guys use your strap like a triathlon shooter does? So I did the biathlon stance, and I was waiting.
You're wrapping it around your elbow. you're
Yeah, you
talking?
betcha. And it's
Yeah.
running, and I'm following it, but don't stop, buddy. Don't stop. Stopped. Boom, shotgun. That's 2.
Yeah.
Where's the third one? 2 out of 3 is not bad.
Yeah.
So that's my post I did on Alberta Outdoorsman.
Yeah.
Canis lupus, 2 out of 3 is not bad.
2 out of 3 is not.
So then somebody said encore, so I did it again 6 days later.
Wow.
Called in another 3.
Yeah.
I got 1 again, but then I had that situation again, a dry fire. That's freaky.
That's not. Yeah, that's not a great time to do
so
that.
then I put it back in, and elk called again, squealed the elk, and 2 more come up over this other way, a black and a gray, and the gray actually stops.
Yeah.
And my buddy says, "No, take the black." It's the black. I took the black on a little bit of a trot.
Yeah.
And then and they don't really realize what's going on because you got that call going.
Yeah.
And they're looking around, what's
going on
What's
here?
going on, right? So when you're calling, it's the same thing as he said. They come running in.
Yeah.
You better have...
you better be ready for them.
Yeah. And when the whole pack howls and you're looking through them through the bush trying to find them, and they're right there, less than 120 yards away,
yeah,
they won't show themselves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Predator.
Yeah.
Omega.
Yeah, we're the Omega.
So my I'm reading a book right now actually, and they talk a lot. We can take this out of the podcast, but they talk a lot about wolf hunting and how in the 1930s, 1940s, they basically hunted them almost to extinction in the United States.
Well, in Canada too.
In Canada too.
Actually, my grandfather, he was an American. He was a pilot, and he actually flew northern Saskatchewan and Alberta and that for the government, being paid in the wintertime to get wolves.
Oh, wow.
They did calls to try and keep the numbers down. And, since 1900, the animals in North America have been expanding.
Yeah.
The numbers have been going up. So what was once, there wasn't, now there's lots.
So there's too many, right? They're back in the scene and taking over.
Yeah, well, it's a cycle.
Dangerous.
It's a cycle, same thing as rabbits. So when rabbits are high, the wolf number, or coyote numbers, lynx numbers are all coming up. So when your lynx numbers are coming up, the price of lynx pelts goes way down around the world. Mm-hmm. So it's not just here. There's rabbits in Russia. There's rabbits all over the place. So when that cycle's coming up, the numbers are coming up, the prices go down. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden you got a shortage when the rabbits drop right off because the coyotes got to go with them.
Yeah, there's too many, yeah.
There's too many, right. So there you go.
Yeah.
That cycle continues. So you got a mine site out there, it has its own cycle. It's not supposed to be there. It has 1,000 animals, 10 square miles of property.
Right, yeah.
So what's it called? It's a predator pit.
Oh, exactly.
It's what you call a game management area.
Yeah.
Or a animal husbandry, cattle farm.
Oh, yeah.
10 square miles. It's not it doesn't happen anywhere else but there.
No, protected.
Protected, right.
Yeah.
So there you have it. So that's not nature because there's men there, vehicles there, everything else. So, yeah, they pet them with one hand, shoot them with the other.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
They told me about this in the 1970s when I went to Winnipeg for a conservation camp for junior forest wardens and cubs and scouts and cadets. They sent 4 different provinces there, and they have conservations. They told us what was going to happen and what.
Yeah.
And they told us what the Alberta government was going to do, selling tags for big trophy sheep and now deer, and they said that was going to happen. Yeah, it did happen.
Yeah.
So,
Jamie, thanks for coming on. We'll record a podcast, maybe even tomorrow when we're hunting. We'll see what happens.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
podcast
on your big bull elk.
After we get all
once
this
we get the bull elk.
information from David.
Yeah. Scott, November 12th, you're Radically Wild at the library.
Book launch,
Book launch.
And it's not going to be boring speeches. We're going to have some bushcraft stuff out. We're going to have some campfire stories, some
I was reading it last night, and it was about rabbit. You were setting up a rabbit snare, and your buddy David was I think it was your buddy.
Yeah, David and Willie learned from snaring back in Manitoba.
Had a bunch
there,
of rabbits in their basement and stuff too, or something. And
I learned that trapping is way more effective in survival than hunting. So if you're lost, you need meat, don't waste your energy. Let the traps do the work.
Yeah, get some good brass wire.
Brass wire, man.
Doesn't rust.
Best friend.
Yeah.
But you got to watch out. You got to be a trapper. Because I can only use a certain gauge, right?
20 gauge.
20 gauge.
Yeah, and that gauge will not necessarily keep a rabbit if you've got it on the ground. If you set it like a spring with a tree branch holding it there, that's a different game.
Lift them up so the coyotes don't get them.
Well, not just the coyotes, but the legs on a bunny rabbit will actually break a snare. He'll jump around until he breaks it.
Yeah. Everything eats rabbit, man. It's the cheeseburger of the north.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're going to get a few cheeseburgers tomorrow. I feel it already. At Northern Rockies Bushcraft, you can follow along with Scott. Actually, at northernrockiesbushcraft.com, too.
Website. Got a website there if you're interested in the book. Yep.
Wildernesswavelength.com, too. We got a website going now, too, if you want to get a hold of us. You can email us through there. You can buy a koozie through there now, too.
Nice.
Yeah, we're in the 21st century now, Scott. It's moving along. And you're working on your audiobook, too.
Well, slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be on audiobook for all of you who hate to read. Just give me some time. I'll get it done by spring.
Perfect.
Yeah.
David, we'll have you back again soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, I feel like we've only scratched the surface on your stories. We got to have you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding. You have so much information. David Robson.
I'm going to start. I do want to get a photo album to carry around with me. Like I feel like that's I don't have any record fish or record animals yet, though, so I'm going to have to...
It's starting tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
Everything's a record. It's in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yeah.
It's in the person.
100%.
Even I started out as a little guy. My first year, I got a picture with a 1 point.
Yeah.
But it was food. It was edible.
It's a memory.
Oh,
It was a memory. You betcha.
Every trip.
Bought my first gun when I was 16 with paperboy money and Packer boy money.
Yeah.
And remember, a 1 point deer is actually 11 point. It's got 2.
That's right.
I said I'd seen a 6x6 buck in a story, 6 inches by 6 inches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a 6x6. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, well, until next week, stay wild.
Stay well.
Wilderness Wavelength.